So this is our new D18 Jason Isbell model, which is obviously based off of a D18. But Jason wanted a few extra features, so he really loved the Ditson style rosette. So he added that, and then also with the pyramid style bridge, that was a difference. Has Adirondack spruce built with hot hide glue. The inlay that is in the 12th fret, this is something that him and his wife share. It's a tattoo. Very, very cool. It's a nice signature piece of the guitar. And as we move up the neck, we also see that he chose the Schaller Grand Tune satin pearl buttons. And these are just wonderful tuning machines, beautiful looking. And to complement the color choice, he also went with the silver Martin logo. Oh, and this does come with electronics, which is the Fishman Infinity Matrix, and that's what Jason uses in his personal guitars. The show special, this is limited to 30 pieces, is based off of a 00L model, and we partnered up with Bruce Petros to do some very unique Art Deco style inlays. These are a maple, which is laser cut. So very, very beautiful. The theme runs up the neck and also down the back of the guitar. Guatemalan rosewood for the back and side wood. Adirondack top. And the tuning gears, in this case we're using Schaller Grand Tunes, but these are a vintage copper finish with faceted edges around the buttons. Okay. So here we have a commemorative edition for Mr. d-boak, and Dick is retiring this year, so he came up with some artwork that he wanted to do on a guitar, and this is based off of the D420 that we did last show, so it's a very similar style guitar. One change we did on his, he wanted to use genuine mahogany, so we're using that for the back and side material. But a very, very cool print that he came up with, so this shows the bracing pattern, and then of course all the detail with the old Martin factory and some of the other elements from some of his artwork over the years. It's a beautiful piece. And this is for sale this year. So our new D28. So 2017 we decided we wanted to upgrade our D28, and this is a very nice upgrade. So the thing you can't see is that the X-brace has been moved forward, so it's forward shifted X-brace. The pickguard was black, it went to tortoise. The binding is now, instead of pure white, it's antique white, so it gives a very nice kind of vintage feel to it. And then also on the head, we decided instead of using enclosed gear tuners, we went with open gear tuners. And these are the Grover V97 18-to-1. So a very nice tuner, and it actually lightens up the head of the guitar a little bit. So this guitar is the Model America 1, and the Model America 1 uses materials sourced in the US. So we're using sycamore for the back and sides, we're using Adirondack top, Adirondack bracing, walnut, black walnut fingerboard and bridge, so that's a little bit different for us. It's a really cool guitar. And I love the sycamore, how it has a lot of different figure in it. So tortoise binding, and the tuning gears are from Spurzl. So Spurzl makes tuning gears in the US. So a little different for us as well, but you know what's nice about these, they're very light, and they seat themselves into the head when they're screwed in, so there's no extra screw to worry about. Yeah. So this is the D18 RG. RG is for Robert Getzel. Robert has been working with the Martin company for a long time. Robert actually designed this for his own personal custom and showed it to Chris and said, hey, I'd love to do a limited edition. So Robert found a charity for Native Americans, and we're partnering with them to donate a guitar out of this series. And so it's basically based off of a D18. Again, we're using the Grand Tune vintage copper. On the front side, we have a nice little arrowhead in koa bordered by brown-lit pearl. And then going down the fingerboard, we also have some arrowheads in brown-lit pearl. This is also limited for sale for this year. Then over here we have our two new Streetmaster models. So taking a 15 series and giving it a little bit of a worn look. Like, this has been on the street for a long time. It's been played and loved over the years, but it's brand new. And as you know, we've been doing since January, we came out with the aged guitar. So this I like to refer to as the poor man's aged guitar. So you get that kind of vintage feel and worn in look at a very good price. We have a Dreadnought and we have a 000 version. So look for the 000 15 and D15M Streetmaster. So here we have three models that are standard series, non-cutaway guitars, but with the addition of electronics. So we have the OM 35E, the GP 18E, and the D18E. So all of them non-cutaway. The GP non-cutaway is interesting because we don't do many of these guitars this body size with non-cutaways. So one of my favorites has a very good balanced tone to it. These two are shown with the OEM Fishman Aura system. So and it's Fishman Aura Enhance. So we have volume, tone, and we have a enhance wheel over here, and the enhance controls a bridge plate transducer. And with that bridge plate transducer, you can add a little bit of ambiance into the sound. And if you turn it all the way up, then it becomes very percussive. So modern players, some of them like that percussive style playing. This handles that very well. Also, for the first time, and this is an option, you can select a Baggs Anthem system, and the Baggs or the Fishman or VT, they're both the same price. So it's up to you, whatever your preference is. You could stick with the Fishman that comes in with it, or you could order one with the Baggs Anthem system. So this is our latest addition to the 16 series. This is the GPC 16E, which is a Grand Performance body shape, but in a very thin package. So this is as thin as a 000 would be. As you know, we introduced the Dreadnought in a thin body in the 16, and also the current 000 or OM. With these guitars, we matched up what we feel is the best tone wood for that body size. So in this case, we picked koa, which is also a domestic hardwood. And it's complemented by this beautiful silver acrylic binding. And then to round out the silver motif, we ended up using the shallower Grand Tune pearl. It's called Satin Pearl, is the name of the color. And then the logo also has the silver in the Martin logo. So just a very nice package. This is equipped with a Fishman Matrix VT Enhance. So it doesn't have the Aura in it, but it does have the Enhance bridge plate transducer. So it's a great system. And on the X Series side, we have this new model, which is an Aught 2 MAE. So it's an Aught body. It's X Series, of course. And because it's a 2, meaning that it has the same material on the back and sides and the top. So, you know, anything like a K2 would have a koa top. So this would have a mahogany color top. But this body is all high pressure laminate, so very, very durable. It gives that illusion of a 15 style guitar at a much reduced price. It does come with electronics, so it has the sonotone, Fishman sonotone in it, with control wheels, volume and tone in the sound hole. And this is the one everybody's been wanting. It's the 3rd edition for the Ed Sheeran. And this one is the Divide. So Ed is really into math, and he really likes to play around with those symbols and signs in his design motif. He chose a blue color for the inlays and the rosette, and a pad print at the top of the head. Even the bridge pins they got blue dots in them. So yeah, great little guitar. These are limited for the remainder of the year. So thanks for taking the time, and thank Maury for taking the time to come here to Nazareth and get all these guitars online. I'm sure if you have any questions or comments, he can vet those out for you.